Discuss about the chapter Political Parties. In that, we will discuss about the various kinds of challenges faced by the political party. The first challenge is lack of internal democracy. The details about the membership of the political party is not registered. Concentration of power in the hands of the few leaders of the political party is there. There are no proper organizational meetings among the political parties. Most of the political parties are lacking the means of communication. And ordinary members of the party do not get sufficient information. Next challenge is dynastic succession. In a political party, the topmost positions are always given to one family members, which is very unjust. It is very unfair to the other experienced party members. It is also bad for the democracy since people do not have adequate experiences and popular support to occupy the position of power. Then comes the next challenge, that is money and muscle power. Nowadays, elections are focused mostly at winning, so the party tries to use this method. They try to select or nominate those candidates who can raise money and provide muscle power. Sometimes wealthy people and big companies also get involved in the democratic politics for their own interest and like to influence the decision-making process. The next challenge comes of lack of meaningful choices. In the present political scenario, there is no ideological differences among the political parties, so they do not promise meaningful choices to the voters. Those voters who really want to change the policies of the government never get any positive opinion. Therefore, most of the time they do not cast their votes. And in Britain, the Conservative and the Labour parties, their ideologicals or their manifestos are so similar that it becomes difficult for the common people to select or cast their vote. Now, how can we reform the political parties? Here you can see there are two types of reforms of the political party. First one is the constitutional, the second one is the suggestive reforms. Under constitutional reforms, the first one is anti-defection law. The Constitution has amended to prevent the MPs and MLAs from changing their political parties. Now the law says that if any MP or MLA changes the political party, they will be losing their seats in the legislature. Then comes the affidavit. The Supreme Court has passed an order to reduce the influence of money power. Now it is compulsory for every candidate who contests in the election to give the details of his property, liabilities and any criminal cases pending against him. Next comes filing the income tax returns. The Election Commission has passed an order making it necessary for the political parties to file their income tax returns and hold their organizational elections. Now comes the suggestive reforms. The first one is the membership register. It should be made compulsory for political parties to maintain a register of its members, to follow its own constitution, to have an independent authority, to act as a judge in case of party disputes, to hold open elections to the higher post. Next reform comes is a reservation for the women. It should be mandatory for the political parties to give about 1/3 of its tickets to the women candidates. Then, the state funding. The government should give parties or the political parties money to support the election expenses. This support could be given in kind also, like petrol, paper, telephone, etc. Then there are some other reforms. People can put pressure on political parties by petitions, publicity and agitations. Pressure groups and movements and media can play an important role in this. Another reform can be political parties can improve if those who want this join political parties. The quality of democracy depends on the degree of public participation. Thank you all.